Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today is still Friday, so I'm still watching new releases. This is the second video released today for new releases, so if you guys are interested, I did just release my review for Paper Spiders, which also came out today. I am hoping to do two more before 5 o'clock, so we'll see how it goes. But I just got done watching the newest movie on Netflix, Monster. Just a reminder that if you like the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It's a huge help. Thanks. Monster was released in 2021. It was written by Janice Schaefer and Colleen C. Wiley, and directed by Anthony Maudler. I think it's pronounced Maudler. Anyway, before we get completely started, just to let you know, there's no spoilers here. I won't spoil anything about the movie, so if you guys were worried about that, don't be. But essentially what happens in this movie is we have this kid, and it's important that he's black, so I mentioned he's black, and he essentially is accused of being an acquaintance to a murder because he was seen in this bodega where this man got shot and robbed. So it's about him on trial, trying to figure out, they're trying to figure out if he's innocent. He swears, but now he's innocent. And that's really what I thought the movie was about when I first started watching it. But then the more you progress, you're like, wait, is he innocent or did he actually do that? We don't know. And then towards the end, we find out what happens. I'm not going to spoil it, but I wasn't ready for it. I was like, whoa, and it was pretty cool. That is one of the two things I really liked about this movie was that. I really like that, there's a bunch of twists that you're not really ready for, because it's not very much of a twisty movie, but all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere they'll be like, twist, and you're like, whoa, which is nice and refreshing too, because the movie's really slow. It really is. It's a slow movie. So when you get these twists, it wakes you up. You're like, whoa, okay, cool, twist. Ooh, new. Which is really, really nice. One other note is that this movie was made in 2018 or something like that, but it wasn't even released until today, which is a long time to be sitting on a shelf. I don't really know why it waited so long. Maybe I'll research it a little bit because I am interested, but it was on the shelf for a while apparently. I think it was released it might have been released in a festival before this, but I'm not entirely sure. But it is on Netflix, so it's free to watch on Netflix if you guys have Netflix, so make sure to check it out if you want to. But the other thing that I really liked about this film, besides the performances, which I thought were pretty good, I really liked the crime drama part of this, right? So I love trials. I love movies that have trials. I love a lot of the Daredevil stuff where he's actually in court and stuff. I love How to Kill a Mockingbird. The trial scene is so iconic. I love that kind of thing, especially on a film. So I was really happy that was most of the movie. However, there are a lot of parts in the movie that are just him, because he's a filmmaker, the kid, and it's a lot of him kind of sort of being a teenager in a film world, which is cool because that's kind of me too, but at the same time it didn't work. For some reason, I don't know why, for some reason they didn't connect, right? They had a hard time connecting the young adult part to the crime drama part. There's this disconnect that just didn't quite work. It almost worked. It almost worked. I almost was impressed, but they didn't quite link the two together, and it really sucks because this could have been a really good young adult crime drama, which we don't have a whole lot of. There's not a whole lot of young adult trials, There's a few, but they're not a lot of them are well done. And this one was almost well done. If they had incorporated the young adult a little bit better and maybe a little bit sooner, I think it could have been a really, really good movie. But instead, it's just a slow drudge with some pretty good appealing acting and some really interesting storytelling. I can't even spoil the ending, but it was good. I like the ending. I think the ending was good. But, leading up to it, it just felt like a drag. I felt like they were dragging us through the mud whenever they show us, the old film footage she filmed and, all that kind of stuff. It kind of mattered, but then in the end, it really didn't matter because the point is to show you that he's a fine, upstanding young man. But then at the same time, they do this twist in the middle, and you're like, why did they do that? And it kind of sucked. I really didn't like that. This is based on a novel, which I am interested in reading, and I probably will read it at some point in the future. But I think this would be a great novel, so I'm excited to read it. I just don't think it translated very well to the screen in terms of it being a young adult novel and a young adult movie. It was a very good crime drama movie, but not a very good young adult movie. which is a problem for me because I love young adult movies, and it was definitely marketed as such. I really wish that they had integrated them better because I liked each part separately a little. I liked the crime drama more than the young adult, which is weird for me. But I did think that each of them individually were at least okay. And if they had interconnected them a little bit better, I think it might have worked just to their advantage a little bit more than it actually did. Let's talk about two of the performers. First, Kelvin Harrison Jr. as Steve Harmon. He's the guy that's on trial. And he's really good. He's eccentric, you know. He's really quiet. He's a quiet young man. And then, you know, at some points he literally screams at you in the camera because he's so angry. He does those very well. I would have liked to see the guy from Cloak and Dagger. His name is Aubrey something. I think maybe it's Aubrey Joseph? I think it's Aubrey Joseph. I would have loved to see him in this part. I think it would have been great. I think he would have done better than Harrison here, but I think he did very good with what he had. And it was still an impressive feat, nonetheless. And I don't know if he's ever been anything else, but he's relatively young, so I can imagine probably not. Jennifer L. as Catherine O'Brien. She was really good. She was the lawyer, so she is in charge of making sure that Steve gets off, you know, without being charged. And it was really fun to see her try to work with him. I love that kind of thing. Like same with like Daredevil and stuff like that. I just love that, like, I'm going to help you do this thing, this impossible feat kind of feel. I think that worked quite well. And she definitely helped with that. Overall, not a bad movie. It's fun to watch. It's got some interesting twists and turns. It sure as heck isn't perfect. There's a lot of issues with it. And if you're looking for a young adult movie, I would say check out Paper Spiders today instead of Monster, even though it's going to cost you $5 more. And I'm going to go ahead and give Monster a B. But that's going to be it for me today. It is on Netflix, and so if you guys wanted to give that a check out, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And please consider subscribing. It's a huge help. I do a bunch of new reviews every single Friday, and then every day, Monday through Friday, I release, or actually it's Monday through Sunday. Every single day of the week, I release new videos. So make sure you guys are subscribing. It's a huge, huge, huge help. And thank you guys so much for watching this. And later on today, I'm hoping to get Mainstream out and 15 Things You Didn't Know About Bigfoot. I'm going to try to push it out. As soon as this is uploaded, I'm going to start watching that one. And that is my goal. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, keep watching movies and television. Stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.